Hi everyone, Enzo here, and here's module 6 of our senuke X SEO training. Now this course is very important because this is one of the reasons that many people fail in using senuke X. They fail to harness the power of the Web 2.0 by only submitting articles to the Web 2.0 properties once. And when you submit an article to the Web 2.0 properties once, the search engines views your Web 2.0 sites as very thin content. It might even be labeled as a content farm. And if that happens, what you will be having is a big footprint for the search engines to detect that there is indeed some artificial method that is being used to gain top search engine rankings for websites, and your websites might drop to the search engines. So what you need to do here is you need to instead just posting once to your Web 2.0 sites, you would posting daily or at least 3 times a week to your Web 2.0 properties. And this is very powerful because when you're posting regularly to your Web 2.0 sites, like in your Blogger or your WordPress, it is actually sending more pings and signals to the search engines, and the result would be your Web 2.0 sites will get indexed faster, and it will definitely get more backlinks to your websites faster because the spider activity has increased, especially when you're posting content regularly. And of course, the content that you need to post should be of high quality and should be unique content. Now, the best way to do and to add articles to your Web 2.0 sites is to use spin-ready articles like the ultra spinnable articles, because it allows you to save time and you'll be getting ultra spinnable articles every single day. The topics may not be related to what you're trying to promote or what your money page or money site is all about, but the important thing here is you're sending out unique content, and the search engines love unique content. They will index it faster. So how do you actually chain your Web 2.0 sites? It's actually easy. All you need to do is to identify your social network account. Your social network account is here, and just right click on it and then click on copy, and then click on the paste, and then as you can see, it will create a new copy of your social network as indicated here. Okay, now in order for me to identify which is the first and which is the last social network submission that I created, I simply put first run, second run, third run, fourth run, because I want to know and I want to see how many times did I send out the Web 2.0 properties to create backlinks for my money pages. So the next thing that you need to do is, of course, double click it to open. Make sure that your profile is still correct. Your output URL list is correct. I want it to go to the second tier. So basically, my suggestion is it's either you let it go to your all URL list. The reason that I want to consolidate it into one big list is because we're going to check if it is indexed or not later with Scrapebox. And make sure that your output RSS list is also included here. Now, don't worry if some Web 2.0 properties have an X or a red mark, and that means that it has not been created. Most likely the accounts has been deleted or your IP address has already been banned. But I don't, if you want to submit to it manually, that's okay, but it could take a lot of time. So I don't personally go back to the websites that are already not working. I just focus on the green ones that are working for my SEO campaign. For me, 30 minutes or maybe 1 hour of tweaking and completing this Web 2.0 properties, I would rather have a new set of campaign rather than tweaking them. But it's actually up to you. If you're going for competitive niches, it is recommended most definitely to manually create some accounts that have failed in SEO in order to get more link juice to your websites. So the first thing that you need to do here is to consider if you want to change the article. Now the articles that you're going to include here in your social nuke press release and article release, you can actually submit them depending on the uniqueness that you have created. If the uniqueness that you have created for the article that you're going to submit is about 50% and above, my guess is you can actually use it about 10 times for submission. If your article uniqueness is only 30% to 50%, you'll be safe at submitting it at about 5 times. Now, I know it's very tiring to create articles. That's why I'm recommending VitaV's ultra spinnable articles. You can get it via the download link, the links below. And it's a monthly subscription, but it's worth it because you're just actually paying less than $4 for a unique article that's about 60% unique, which you can use for all your link building campaigns. And there are two types of niches there, the internet marketing niche and multi topics wherein VitaV releases topics from airlines to acne to weight loss and a lot of other things. So if you want to create your own articles, of course that will still be a good option as long as you have the time. So I would still like to preview my article. I'll still use my article. I'll use this 3 times for this campaign. And what I want you to do next is to click on the repost to same domain. Now, as you can see, repost to same domain here, just choose the profile for your domain and load the domain from your, of course, your second tier URLs, because we're sending all our links that are being created in the Web 2.0 to the second tier. Now we want to repost to them again. So all we need to do is to find, because as you can see, what are these domains? These are, for example, senuke92.blogspot.com. So that is your domain. And remember, I told you, I give you a very good hint that if you want to rank for a particular keyword, try, instead of putting names and numbers, just names and numbers in the username, try to add your keywords as much as possible. Okay, so just click on the OK button. Okay, and then here, scheduling is important. Now, sometimes you'll get no reposting domain for some sites. Okay, it means that there's no account for my Friendster, or maybe it has been deleted. So I'll just click on the OK button. Now, scheduling, I love this feature of SENUX, and this is the reason I was so excited in sharing this training with you, is because now with SENUX you can schedule an entire month's campaign, and you can actually, you'll spend several maybe hours to set everything up, but I have set up my campaigns to run for a month, and there are some tweaks and there are some hiccups, but still I'm pretty I'm pretty happy with the results, because before, if I want to submit a bookmark, I need to go back to my SENUK and then submit it after several minutes. Although the submission process would only take me a few minutes, sometimes I forget submitting it and or bookmarking it, or submitting an RSS feed for my websites, and what happens is, of course, that will have a big impact in your search engine rankings. Now with SENUX, I can actually schedule everything. I want the press release to submit slowly for a couple of 7 days, but remember, what I want to do here is to create spider activity to my Web 2.0 sites, and I'm going to do that by submitting articles every single day. I will do that maybe for the next 1 or 2 weeks, and I'll slowly taper or increase the submission depending on the competitiveness of my niche. The important thing that you have to understand is before you do SEO, you need to incorporate some testing and some measurement strategies for your websites. There are many ways to track the ranks of your websites, but my best and my favorite tool is using the ranking report of Market Samurai. And it's also the keyword research that I'm going to use and show you here in the SEO X SEO training. Okay, so let's continue. So I want to schedule it to run, okay, after 30 minutes. Okay, I usually don't use the start after this project, because what happens is if you have just submitted a Web 2.0 account submission and then you schedule it start after this project, what happens is right after completing the Web 2.0 submission, it is being bookmarked or it is being sent to the RSS aggregators, and that for me is the fastest way for the search engines to detect that you have artificial link building methods. Because imagine having maybe hundreds if not thousands of links created in the next couple of minutes, that would actually leave a big footprint for the search engines. So what you need to do here is, instead of using the start after this project, you schedule it. For example, today's Monday, I would schedule it to run tomorrow on Tuesday, and then the third run I would schedule it to run on Thursday. So I skipped one day, and I'm making it random. There's no exact science here wherein you need to follow this, but there is a certain principle why I would like to divide it into several days, and that principle is it will actually be more natural for the search engines because you're being mentioned for several days and not just a one-hit sensation. So I want to schedule it and I want to spread the submission. I usually don't go below 3 days because I see that less than 3 days of submission would be very, very fast. The acquisition of links would be very fast, and you could actually go 30 days if you would like to, but that is not recommended, of course. And I usually go with 3 days to 14 days or 20 days for my submission of Web 2.0 sites. Okay, and distribute evenly or distribute randomly. I think it doesn't matter for now, but if you want to be random as much as possible, you try to select this one. So let's choose that one and then click save the button. Okay, so it's now ready for submission at 12 a.m. So the next is, now that would only run tomorrow for 5 days, but I want it to run another, because as I have told you before, I want it to be submitting articles or submitting blog posts every day, or maybe every other day, or maybe 3 times a week. Because the reason that I want to do that is because I want to increase the spider activity for my first tier websites. So what I'm going to do is I'll simply copy this one and I'll click on the paste. Okay, now this will be my third run. Okay, some of you, I have seen some people used a calendar method, or they use the dates of the week. Like for example, Group A, Monday, Group B, Tuesday, Group C, Wednesday. So it's actually up to you, but for me, this is my preference. The reason why this is my preference is if you click on this bar over here, you will see that it is being arranged according to your preference. Okay, so let's use the third one. Okay, everything is okay because I just copied it. Okay, the the domains are already here. Okay, all I need to do now is to schedule my campaign, schedule my project. Okay, as I have told you before, I don't use the start after this project. I use the date, and I'll submit it to after 2 days. Okay, I will also want to change the time because I don't want it to be sending on the same exact date. Okay, perfect. Okay, as you can see here, it will run for 5 days, but okay, it will only start at 12 a.m. today, and the social network, the third run, will run on April 28 at 3 a.m. Okay, so if you want to chain an entire month or an entire week, all you need to do is to create your copies or duplicates or clones of your social network. Okay, so see you in the next video, because on the last video on this first module, I'm going to show you the best and the easiest way to use the senuke X designer. It's a very powerful visual diagram tool, because this is an advanced course wherein you need to visualize, and you need to understand the power of the first tier and the second tier in order for the manual method that I have shown you in the last few videos. But on the last video, I'm going to show you how to use the senuke X designer to complete an SEO and campaign for your websites. So see you in the next video. This is Enzo signing out for module number 6.